Phoenix area, the Valley of the Sun. Well, the sun has set, and now it's time to come indoors for what might be the most exciting Sixers game of the 1992-93 season. John Gurevich, Jack McKinney courtside at the America West Arena. The Sixers against Charles Barkley and the Phoenix Suns. Take a look at the starting lineup. First for Doug Moe's Sixers. He keeps it the same. Weatherspoon, Perry back in the starting lineup after missing a game with an injury. Lang, Hawkins, and Hornacek. And now for Paul Westfall's Phoenix Suns. Barkley, Dumas, who had been injured, is back. West at center. Kevin Johnson, who had missed the last 7 games, is back. And Marley, the other guard. Jeff Hornacek getting a very long, loud, and warm ovation. He was an extremely popular player here in Phoenix. And Jack, we've talked a lot about Charles Barkley against the Sixers. This is a big game for the Sixers against Phoenix.
They have to upgrade their pressure on themselves. It really is. But they have to upgrade their game. They have to play with a little more enthusiasm. It is a big game for them, and I feel that there's something in the air with the 76ers tonight. They're going to come out and really go after this one. I just have that kind of feeling. The electricity is still there, and I think it's going to run the entire night, and it's going to infuse both teams.
Sixers seems just a little bit more focused, a little bit more intense.
That's a great word. I couldn't find the word, but you hit it perfectly.
Mark West and Andrew Lang to jump center. The referees are Paul Mahalik, Bernie Pryor, and Mike Escobar. And the Suns have the ball to get it started. Kevin Johnson, out with a sore calf, had missed 7 games in a row, is not supposed to come back until Friday, is back here. Marley on a 3, and the rebound for Tim Perry. Perry and Weatherspoon at forward, Lang at center, Hawkins and Hornacek at guard. Tim Perry for the Sixers, now Jeff Hornacek. Marley on him. Lang to Weatherspoon. Spoon against Barkley. Ball knocked away, a scramble, and Barkley gets the ball. Charles up into the front court. Barkley takes it inside. Basket will count, and they say a foul on the Sixers.
I think I've seen that play before, that move before. Where he gets hit by 2 guys and sticks it in the hole as he then turns around and walks to the foul line. Here's the move. A good steal. He loses control of the ball, but finally gets the whole thing. Slows up, makes his move, and this is great. This is so typical Charles. Bang into a few people and come home with 3 points.
Foul on Weatherspoon. Barkley converting the foul shot. And the Suns lead 3-0. This will take some getting used to. Barkley scoring and saying the Suns lead 3-0. All right, here's Jeff Hornacek against Kevin Johnson. Lang watched by West. Percy Hawkins now. First minute of play in Phoenix. 5 on the shot clock. 3 on the timer. Tim Perry and a 24-second violation.
That's just good defense. Sixers could not get a man open, could not get the ball moving. It was just being overplayed extremely well.
Johnson and Marley at guard, West at center, Dumas and Barkley at forward. Mark West out on the right side. Marley, who's had a big season.
This is a setup for Charles. I thought he was going to post.
Richard Dumas, air ball. Barkley grabs it, gets fouled, and Charles will go to the line. Andrew Lang on the foul here, his first. Sixer team foul number 2. And Charles Barkley at the line for 2 free throws.
Here's the play, just a short jumper. His typical strong move, to go up and grab it, which he always does so well, and then to go back up and bang a couple guys on the way and walk to the foul line.
Interesting what he was saying before the game. Said he would go after Armin Gilliam because of what Gilliam, bad things Gilliam had said about him. Charles kind of turning it around. Of course, Barkley, constantly harping on Gilliam last year, and maybe Armin made 1 or 2 comments the other way. Charles flips it right around. A couple of free throws here, and the Suns lead 5-0.
Barkley leads 5-0.
There you go. Tim Perry, and the Sixers are on the board. Tim Perry missed the Sixers last game with a sprained knee, and you know he was going to try to play if he could tonight, and he's out there. This is West. Threw it inside, knocked away, a scramble. West grabs it, 12 on the shot clock. Richard Dumas. Now he's one of the stories. An obscure rookie has had a big year. Dumas averaging 17.7 points a game. Percy Hawkins the miss, and the rebound to Charles. Barkley the fling beyond the reach of Marley. Saved in onto the hands of Percy Hawkins.
be able to get a good shot here with a 5-on-4.
Good pass by Hornacek. Lang takes it in and gets fouled. Barkley was there, and so is Dumas.
That was really a nice pass. I thought Jeff was going up for that layup. But he did go up for it, but he passed off the last minute. His two defenders went right by him.
Barkley, Dumas, and West were there. West is the one who gets hit with the foul. First on him, team foul number 1. Andrew Lang at the line for 1 free throw. For a 2 free throws. Did I say 1? 2 free throws.
I think you did.
9:53 left in the first quarter. Suns 7, Sixers 2.
He meant 1 free throw at a time.
1 at a time.
There you go. After the first one, there's another 1 free throw.
Lang studies the rim and gets 1 for 2. The Suns by 4. Phoenix at 40-13. Now, they've been struggling a bit. They've lost 2 games in a row, and they've lost 3 of their last 4. Some chinks in the armor. They lost last night at Portland and had a long flight here late last night. Richard Dumas. Suns keep it going. Marley over Hornacek. Phoenix by 6. Andrew Lang. And the rebound for Charles Barkley. Richard Dumas in the front court. Dumas takes it in. Blocked by Andrew Lang. Out of bounds last touch by the Sixers.
I've been watching Barkley underneath on offense because that's a good block. Just enough to get it, and it should have been Sixers ball. It looked like on the rerun.
Barkley checked by Tim Perry. 9 minutes left in the first quarter. Phoenix by 6. Barkley starts to back Perry in. Draws the double. Kicks it out to Johnson. Johnson beyond the reach of Marley. Tracked down. 5 on the shot clock. Marley flails it up. Rebound Kevin Johnson. Now the Sixers. Barkley right up on Weatherspoon. Hornacek. Tim Perry. Illegal defense. Mark West lined up illegally. Illegal defense, first time it's been called against the Suns, so the Sixers will inbound.
He was lined up close to Lang, but he had just strolled into the paint. When you're in there 3 seconds, that is illegal defense, unless your man is in there with you.
Weatherspoon from the wing. Rebound, Jeff Hornacek. Fakes, gets fouled, puts it off the rim.
And it would have counted. I've been watching Barkley on offense. He plays off the ball. Oh, here's a replay on that good rebound. Strong rebound, and smart enough to go up. He tried to get out of the action and take it away, but there wasn't any room, so he, even smarter, went up with it.
All right, but Barkley, you were saying?
He plays off the ball, and every time the shot goes up, he has the inside track, and I started to say to myself, that's amazing. But it's not because I watched it for 6 or 8 years in Philadelphia. He gets the inside track. That's why it pushes the defensive man out of the way. That's why he rebounds so well.
Well, when he works, he is a great rebounder. Here's West on the post. Mark West. This will count, and they say a foul on Lang. Andrew Lang's got 2 personals, and West will go to the line to try to make this a 3-point play.
This is just a power move. He just powered his way up for the shot, and then a foul, which could have been called on 2 different players there.
There was talk when the Sixers made the Barkley trade that Phoenix wanted the Sixers to take Mark West and not Andrew Lang. The Sixers insisted on Lang.
Yes, I heard that.
Phoenix out to a 9-point lead. Tim Perry posted up against Richard Dumas. Perry turns, jump hook, got it. Johnson behind the Barkley screen. And Marley will get hit with a loose ball foul.
They pushed Hornacek right out of the play to get the rebound.
And Marley made the All-Star team again this year for the second year in a row as Paul Westphal looks on. No foul on Marley as he bumped Hersey Hawkins. Sixers set up, they're down by 7. Lang on the post. Hornacek with 7 on the shot clock. Hornacek against Kevin Johnson. Hersey Hawkins, 3 on the shot clock. Hawkins, 24-second violation.
They are playing absolutely terrific defense. When the big guy gets it, they do not allow him to pass it back out to one of the forwards or a guard. Overplay is excellent.
Boy, and the Sixers looking a little bit tight in the early going. Johnson was open, passed up the opportunity, gave it to Dumas. Richard Dumas gets inside, misses. Rebound put in by West.
It's easy to rebound like that offensively when you have the inside position. And they've had it all evening so far.
Timeout Sixers. Phoenix 16, the Sixers 7.
When you move as a consumer, Falling Down, rated R, now playing at a theater near you.
6:52 left in the first quarter. The Suns out to a 9-point lead. Hey, an unbelievable offer for all true Sixers fans. You could purchase lower level seats, to 3 great games for just $40 total. It's a $20 savings. Look at the 3 games: Boston, Cleveland, and the Orlando Magic with Shaquille O'Neal. Call 339-7676 for more information. The March edition of 76ers Insider is ready to go. This month's theme is back to school, and you'll see stories featuring Tim Perry, Jim Lynam, and Steve Mix. It is on right after the game tonight, right here on Prism. Tim Perry with 4 points early for the 76ers tonight.
The scoring is not the big thing now. I mean, he makes that shot when he gets it, but the point is the Sixers are not getting those kind of shots because they can't get it in low. They can't get either of the guards, Hawkins or Hornacek, loose outside and get the ball to them for the jump shots that we are so used to seeing. I don't think either one has taken a decent jump shot yet. It's all because the defense is terrific.
Spoon lobs it inside for Hornacek, picked off by Johnson. Out of the front court, Dumas. Jeff Hornacek steps up and shoots. Scramble for the rebound. Mark West has it for the Suns. Phoenix leading 18-7. Lang knocked it away momentarily. Johnson steps up, drives the lane, and scores.
He drove the lane because the guy guarding him was Andrew Lang, and he went right by him easily. That matchup is not very good.
Sixers getting a little sloppy. Barkley up into the front court now. Goes behind the back to Marley. Weatherspoon.
Nice strong move, soft jumper. The first chance he's got to get a shot off.
First 2 points for Weatherspoon. The lob to Dumas for the chance.
Weatherspoon is still standing there wondering what happened on that. He spun around him so quickly and nicely. A lob pass. He should know that because the Sixers run the same play for him.
Sixers call timeout, down by 15.
In the old days, can't have flakes.
John Juravich, Jack McKinney down in Arizona. 5:33 left in the first quarter. Suns lead 24-9. Now you see him, now you don't. Chevy Chase is an ordinary guy with an unusual problem. The comic adventure Memoirs of an Invisible Man. Daryl Hannah co-stars in another movie premiere tomorrow night at 8 o'clock right here on Prism, the only place to be during All-Star March. Jack, had you heard of Richard Dumas? I mean, really, he's not a guy who kind of came out of nowhere.
I never heard of him. I don't know him. This is a pass that I said Clarence was beaten so badly that I think he got a little embarrassed on that.
Dumas went to Oklahoma State, was never a star in college. Wound up being kicked off the Oklahoma State team because of a drug problem. Bounced around, played overseas in Israel for a year, and then in the CBA, and has come back and has played outstanding ball for the Suns. We have a Barkley steal here. And Phoenix comes up into the front court. A 3 by Barkley. And See, now when Barkley starts making threes, you know you're in trouble.
He's the worst shooting forward in threes in the league, isn't he?
Yeah, and worst player. Yeah. But he loves to take them. Percy gets his own rebound, goes up and gets fouled.
See, again, I say this almost every time he gets into that, but that is a great ability. He just went up between the center and the big forward, like 6'8" and 6'10", and drew the foul. That's an ability. And he double pumped up in the air, threw his arms up into the defenders, and went to the foul line.
Changes made by both coaches. Danny Ainge, who's had a big season for the Suns, has come in. Also into their lineup is Cedric Ceballos. That's Ceballos. And for the Sixers, Greg Grant has come in. And Doug Moe is going to a 3-guard lineup. Hawkins gets 2 for 2. And it's 27-10. Yeah, what you were saying about Charles, I mean, as great a player as he is, and as fine a year as he is having, he drives the Suns coaches crazy, as he did whoever was coaching him in Philadelphia with those 3-point shots. Amongst guys in the league who've taken as many 3-pointers as Barkley, he's got the lowest 3-point field goal percentage. Marley, who's got a great 3-point percentage, misses there, and Spoon goes high for the rebound.
But that does not discourage Charles too much. Very careless. That's about the 3rd pass that was just carelessness.
Ainge lobs it for Barkley. Charles right under the basket.
Ainge saw him all the way down court. As soon as he caught the ball, he had him lined up. The two of them had good eye contact to set that pass up.
It has been all Phoenix in the early going. The Suns by 19. Weatherspoon thinking about the shot, one he ought to take, and drains. You know, lost in all the talk about Barkley against the Sixers and Hornacek and these guys against the Suns is Weatherspoon against Barkley. It's an obvious comparison. People have been reluctant to make that, but Weatherspoon, a similar style player, very similar to what Barkley was when Barkley was a rookie.
Sixers are not doing much to get this game going their way. They're making an awful lot of fundamental mistakes. More than I've seen them make in one quarter like they're doing tonight.
Marley trying to post up Jeff Hornacek. Dan Marley gets free.
It was just a power move to the left in the lane, and he had beaten Jeff. Made it easy.
Hornacek stepping in down the lane for the scoop. Barkley in the post. Barkley against Weatherspoon. Charles spinning inside. That is a signature move by him.
Yeah, it's giving Clarence a little education down there.
Barkley's 4 for 4 from the field, 3 for 3 from the line. That's 12 points. Greg Grant on the 3, and he scores. Greg Grant was a Phoenix Sun at one point in his career. Grant, before he hooked up with the Sixers, played for Charlotte, New York, and Phoenix.
Greg Grant's been making those 3-pointers lately. You know, we always said he'd be a heck of a player if he could shoot that jumper. And he's starting to shoot it and make it. Oh, another. Clarence is really getting taught a few lessons. That was just a quick move into the lane and get the ball, and the shot was made easy because of the great move to receive the ball.
Doug Moe making changes. Now this should be interesting. Ron Anderson and Armin Gilliam in for the Sixers. Charles Barkley before the game said he was going to get Armin Gilliam.
And look at the matchup down low. And guess where the ball's going to go.
Well, Doug Moe is looking at Charles Barkley against Armin Gilliam. 37-19. They lob it beyond the reach of Cedric Ceballos.
Beyond the reach. That was beyond the reach of anyone on the court. That was over the coaches laughing at that. That was over the backboard.
Tim Perry lost it. Dumas. Traveling? No, foul.
No, he did that himself. I don't think, or he may have stepped on Hersey's foot, but he rolled on his ankle there.
see that again, and we'll see how he did that. He's going he's done for the night. He cannot come back now. Here it is. Let me see if he steps on. Yeah, see that he stepped. I knew he stepped on somebody. That's the only way it could have happened. Who was that? Ron Anderson. He stepped on his foot and rolled his ankle.
22nd timeout taken by the Suns.
That's going to hurt. That ankle's going to be pretty tender right now. Got to get to that pass. Here it is again. Let's see it better. See him. Let this step. The next. Yeah. Oh boy, did he roll on that? He stepped on that. That thing rolled all the way over on the ankle. I've had that feeling once or twice.
With a break in the action, now is the time for all thirsty sports fans to reach for the one beer that goes down smooth as a mountain stream. Head for the mountains of Busch. Veteran Tom Chambers comes in replacing Richard Dumas. Foul called on Ron Anderson on the previous play. So Richard Dumas, the rookie, a good bet for the all-rookie team this year, is on the bench. There's Kevin Johnson, who had been injured, came back and started tonight. All right, Suns had the ball. Phoenix leading by 18 points, and Barkley James.
Let's see if he's smiling now. He made it look easy. Right around him.
Gilliam on the offensive glass, fakes, goes up and scores.
Charles is making 76ers look pretty bad defensively right now.
They go to Barkley in the Gilliam matchup. Barkley. Well, Charles is feeling it now. How about 18 points? 18 in the first quarter for Barkley. Percy Hawkins, blocked by Marlett, grabbed by Sabalos, knocked away off the hands of Ron Anderson.
Can I take back what I said on how many points Barkley was going to get? Do you remember what I said?
No.
I said 35.
Well, he's got 18 in the first. And the Suns have 43.
They're standing still, the Sixers.
Barkley pushing down Armin Gilliam. Armin gets right up, ignores him, and strides to the line.
That's the long pass with no Sixers back. Marley scores rather easily on that one. Little opportunity basket. Gilliam makes the first. And another.
27 seconds left in the period. 43-23. Rough going in the first quarter for the Sixers. Came out, we talked about a little bit more focus, a little bit more intensity. They seemed tight at the beginning, and Phoenix jumped all over. Charles in the post. 7 on the shot clock. Barkley spinning baseline. Gilliam was there defensively on that play.
Yeah, the defense stopped that play pretty well.
Last couple of seconds of the period, foul called on Danny Ainge. So the Sixers in the final second here will get 2 free throws.
That looked like it could have been called a jump ball. Oh, okay, he's calling a foul. See if this could have been called a jump ball. What do you think? Did I see that right?
Looked like a foul from here.
Thank you, John.
Percy Hawkins will get 2 free throws. Sixers down by 20. 5 points for Hawk now. 0.3 of a second left in the first quarter. Difficult first quarter in Phoenix, Arizona. End of 1. Phoenix 43, Philadelphia 24. Barkley's got 18 points.
The quotes are in on the all-new Geo Prism.
RCA Home Theater Products at Bryn Mawr Stereo, where we sell Goosebumps.
Set to go second quarter in Phoenix. The Suns 43, the 76ers 24. Hey, if you're looking to improve your basketball skills and meet your favorite Sixer, the place to go is the Sixers camp. Call 215-542-CAMP for day and overnight camp information on their weekly sessions. Don't hesitate, as camps have sold out the past 4 years. Call 215-542-CAMP. Charles Barkley with 18 points in the first quarter.
Let's see a couple of moves. Little spin dribble. Starts one way, comes back the other. Pumps him up in the air. Well, that's a classic move. Now, that was real good. That was 3 moves. Go left, go right, and then go underneath. Get him moving to the ball, go underneath him, go strong to the hoop. We've seen that move before a few times.
Team statistics in the first quarter, all Phoenix Suns shooting 66% from the field, out-rebounding the Sixers 13-6. Second quarter underway. Greg Grant going down to Armin Gilliam. Gilliam against Barkley. Rebound, Tom Chambers. Kevin Johnson back in for the Suns. Grant covering Johnson. Ainge, Chambers. Tom Chambers puts it on the floor. Rebound off the hands of Shackelford, who's just in, and now Barkley lays it home. Barkley is 7 for 8, 8 for 9 from the field. Ron Anderson.
Go on, Anderson.
Down low, Ceballos. Ainge lost it. Johnson out hustling Hornacek to get it. And now a foul on Greg Grant.
Ainge really made a nice play in there. Went in for the shot, spun around in the air, didn't have the shot, so dropped the ball off, and then he picked up the loose ball. Little pick and roll here.
Ceballos comes out to get the pass. Looking for Chambers. Chambers. Boy, the Suns have really controlled the glass.
Well, he deserved the second shot. The first one he didn't deserve because he pushed Charles Shackelford out of the way. But he got a good offensive rebound.
Shackelford on a jump shot. Got it. Ainge and Johnson at guard for the Suns. Chambers at center. Ceballos and Charles Barkley at forward. Ceballos behind a Barkley screen. Or Ainge with the miss. And now a foul called on the Sixers.
Tell you what, the Sixers are not rebounding very well, but the Suns are getting an awful lot of breaks where rebounds are bounding right to one of the Sun players.
Cedric Ceballos in his third season has not quite become the player they thought he might become a star, and has not developed into one. A solid backup for them, but no, not a star by any means. Injured calf had kept Kevin Johnson out of the Suns lineup for about 2 weeks. I thought he'd come back Friday, but here he is tonight.
Doesn't look like it affected him too much, huh? Nice back cut by Ron Anderson.
Sixers inbound. Greg Jeff Hornacek.
The first decent outside shot he has had a chance to take.
Just over 2 minutes gone by in the second quarter. The Sixers down by 18 now. Ainge in the right corner, a three-point shot. Weak side rebound taken by Gilliam. Grant and Hornacek at guard, Shackelford at center, Anderson and Gilliam at forward. Armin Gilliam hooks it off the rim. Rebound off the hands of Shackelford. Oh, they say off of Barkley.
Barkley didn't say that.
Paul Westphal in his first year coaching the Phoenix Suns. 12-year NBA playing career. 5-time All-Star. And longtime Suns assistant coach.
Scotty Robertson?
Sorry?
Oh, longtime Suns assistant coach Paul Westphal.
And Doug Moe, the head coach of the Sixers. Hornacek flung it up.
Only because he knew he was fouled, but it wasn't called.
Sabalos lost it. Hornacek. Greg Grant on a three. Got it. Greg Grant.
Greg is hot.
2 threes tonight for him.
And looking for his shot. That's a good sign.
AJ pestered by Grant. Barkley double. Ainge, great three-point shooter this year. Not that shot. Shackelford with the rebound. Ron Anderson fumbled with it. He would have had an open shot. Now Jeff Hornacek. Three-pointer, Ron Anderson goes. Sixers have climbed back into the game. They're back to within 12 after trailing by as many as 22. 8:20 left in the second quarter.
What is a mountain man's natural environment?
John Gurovich, Jack McKinney at the America West Arena in Phoenix. 8:20 left in the second quarter. Sixers down by 12. It's Monte Carlo night with the Sixers on Sunday, March 21st at Hotel atop the Bellevue. All proceeds will benefit Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. It's a fun-filled evening. Cocktails, gambling, dinner, and dancing. Limited space still available. Call 339-7601 today. Sixers climbing back into the game with the three-point shot.
They made 4 of them, and as you said, they've climbed back into it with that. Shots like this. Greg Grant. Here comes the jumper.
Danny Ainge and Dan Marley are first and second in the NBA this year in number of three-point field goals made. Ainge is also third in three-point percentage. And the Suns are first as a team in three-pointers made and second in percentage. And in fact, are on target to set an NBA record for most threes in a season. But having said all that, it's been the Sixers with the 4 threes to climb back to within 12 here. 49-37 Phoenix. 7 on the shot clock. Foul on the Sixers.
The Suns were a little fouled up on that one, I'm pretty sure, as to what they wanted to do offensively. Because Charles started to post up, then he ran across the screen for somebody, then he ran across the lane the other way, the screen for Ainge, but did not accomplish anything.
Greg Grant committed the foul, his second, Sixer team foul number 3. Evan Johnson.
Barkley certainly knocked off Greg Grant on that pick and roll.
Grant going through the lane, drew the foul.
Little water bug is really picking up the pace tonight.
Evan Johnson on the foul, his second. First team foul on the Suns. Hornacek behind a Shackelford screen. Hornacek finds room in the lane, puts it off the rim, but drew the foul.
It took a little while for him to call that foul, too. It was definitely a foul as he started up for the shot. That's a good pick and roll where he just broke the pick and roll and drove himself as the big man tried to play him at Chambers, and he couldn't contain Jeff.
Sabalos on the foul. Hornacek misses the free throw. Very popular, very well-liked player here.
Boy, he sure is. That was some ovation he got, wasn't it?
Pre-game warm-ups, a standing ovation, a very warm greeting for Jeff Hornacek. Phoenix has been ahead by as much as 22. 51-38 here. Johnson and Barkley trying to work the pick and roll. Sixers defend it well, but Chambers gets free on the baseline.
They defended it well, and the rotation was good, but the Suns picked it up and found the open man for a layup. It was good basketball at both ends, offense and defense.
Ron Anderson's been finding his shot tonight. He's 3 for 4 from the field. Just the second game back for Ron Anderson after missing 8 straight with a bruised heel. Johnson and Barkley, the pick and roll. Barkley gave up a good opportunity, and the Suns wind up turning it over.
Well, he made a good pass out in the double team.
Gilliam got fouled. No, they're going to call it on Gilliam.
Yeah, that was an offensive foul. He jumped in. The defender was OJ, was it? It was
standing there holding his ground.
Kevin Johnson, they say, had
KJ,
position. Weatherspoon back into the Sixers lineup, replacing Charles Shackelford. 6:42 left in the period. Johnson sets up. Johnson goes in, flinks it up badly, and Gilliam gets the rebound. 76ers down by 13. Anderson thinking about a three, off the rim. Rebound Charles Barkley. Chambers gets fouled.
Chambers made a nice move to get by Anderson. Anderson had him pretty well head to head, but he slithered to the left and went by him and through the foul. That's a great move as he goes by. A lot of guys would just keep going and charge into that defender, and Anderson had set up pretty good position.
33-year-old Tom Chambers in his 5th season with the Suns, his 12th in the NBA. His numbers are down. He's averaging 12 points and 5 rebounds. But the Suns like what he's done. He's fit in. He's given up some of the individual numbers to fit in with the group. Missed a couple of free throws. Armin Gilliam getting the rebound.
Such a good shooter. That is not what he's going to do very often. Missed 2 fouls.
Weatherspoon against Chambers, knocked away. And Charles Barkley grabs it. Ceballos, no one back. Hornacek, 3-point shot. 76ers down 55-40. Suns on the run. Ceballos.
You know what?
Johnson with a good pass.
The Suns are beating the Sixers at their running game. At the Sixers running game right now.
Timeout Philadelphia. 5:37 left in the second quarter. The Suns 57. The Sixers 40.
Burton 3X4 XL 2-door Sport at your Quality Plus Ford dealer.
John Gurevich, Jack McKinney in Phoenix. 5:37 left in period 2. Sixers down 57-40. This is game 2 of a 5-game Western trip. Game 3 comes up Friday night. The Sixers at the Forum against the Los Angeles Lakers. Jack McKinney set to go head-to-head at halftime with Magic Johnson, an interview you should enjoy. And then 2 more games on the trip as the Sixers play in Seattle and Minnesota before coming home. Cedric Ceballos last year won the NBA Slam Dunk Championship. He's got a couple of slam dunk moves.
I think he can give you an idea of why he got it right here. That's pretty emphatic.
Might have had a look at Jeff Hornacek with Dan Marley a few minutes ago. The Yale Knights, old friends on the Phoenix Suns bench. Play resumes now. The Sixers inbound. They are down 57-40. Percy Hawkins just back in, replacing Greg Grant, who had a good stint. Spoon down low, gets fouled. Chambers from one side, Ceballos from the other, and Weatherspoon will get in line. Chambers gets his first personal.
Frank Johnson now in.
Yes, Frank Johnson has come into the Phoenix lineup.
Frank Johnson's been around the NBA for a long time.
Played 7 years with Washington.
Yeah, and then
1 year with Houston. And 3 overseas in Italy. That's Dan Marley with Danny Ainge. And that is Frank Johnson, who came in and then very quickly went out.
Yeah, that was a little token visit there from Frank.
A pair of foul shots for Clarence Weatherspoon, 57-42. 5.5 left in the period. More of your interview with Charles Barkley coming up at halftime, Jack.
Yeah, good interview, if I say so myself. No, any interview with Charles Barkley, you know, is going to be good and interesting.
He blew a dunk there. Sixers down court. And Armin Gilliam on the offensive glass. Puts it in.
Good work. Good drive to the hoop. It was missed. Follow-up and then another follow-up.
Chambers. Tom Chambers looking for Barkley inside. Chambers has to shoot it.
He's too close to Barkley to get a pass off.
Rebound, Percy Hawkins in traffic. Sixers on the go. 3-on-1 if they hurry. Weatherspoon coming inside and dunking. Sixers close to 11 now.
I was afraid the Suns were going to run away and we wouldn't be able to find them, but it's a game right now.
Phoenix was up by as much as 22. Illegal defense is the call here. First time it's been called against the Sixers.
I think it was on Tim Curry. When a player gets low on the post low, like Charles does, he sort of freezes the defense into not knowing exactly what they're doing, so they slide in thinking they're playing good defense and they get caught in the lane.
Barkley defended by Gilliam. Ceballos. Good ball move. Marley free for the three.
The defense was excellent. Good rotation, and the ball movement was very good.
Oh! Sixers tightening up their defense. Ceballos.
Good play. Good save.
And not a good pass.
No. Good save by Armin Gilliam. Turn around and in the air, found somebody open, and then they get it up court and throw it away.
Boy, all that good defense, the good hustle rebound, and then the Sixers make a mistake when it got easy.
On offense. Defensively, they did a good job.
Ainge trying to penetrate. Chambers. Tom Chambers on the go with the left hand, misses, but a foul.
He had not beaten his man then, so he starting to the right, so he switched all the way over to the left hand and sort of underhand hooked it left-handed, knowing that he would draw a foul on that. Here's the move here. Now he starts in with his right hand, his strong hand. Oh, comes back with the left because he knows he can't get it off with his right, and he knew with the left he's going to draw a foul.
Jim Perry on the personal, his first. Sixers and the penalty. Chambers at the line for 2 free throws. Changes made by both coaches. Greg Grant is into the Sixers lineup, replacing Jeff Hornacek. And for the Suns, Kevin Johnson has returned. And you saw Ceballos go out. 76ers down by 13. 3.5 left in the second. Weatherspoon strong into the lane, spinning and putting it off the rim. That would have been a nice play.
Yeah, that was a boss move, man. He went right by Chambers, got him up in the air.
Barkley returned the favor. Perry lost it, but Hawkins picked it up. Gilliam's open. Gilliam drives. Goaltender. Barkley, see, he was so eager to block the shot by Gilliam, he got the goaltender.
You think maybe Barkley wanted that one?
Spectacular play.
It was a great block. Here it is there. Let's see how close it is. Oh. That's a tough call for the officials. Probably the hardest call they have to make.
Barkley spinning around Gilliam, blowing the layup, but he got fouled. So Charles had the great first quarter, but has not been as dominating here in period 2.
Still playing well. But just not getting the finished result. That's a great spin move. Did not foul. Held his arm straight out for a defensive measure without fouling, and just spun around hard. And unlike Charles Barkley, he missed the layup. He usually gets a three-pointer out of those inside power moves that he makes, unlike no one else.
A couple of free throws here. Charles has 22 points. And it's 61-48. Grant darting by everyone. Almost stepped out of bounds. Barkley going after the rebound and getting it. 2:43 left in the second. A cutting Dan Marley.
And a great pass. Little back cut. Barkley gave him a head nod to do it. Marley did it, and Charles certainly found him.
Barkley fouled Gilliam on the way in there. Charles collects his second non-shooting foul. Sixers will inbound. Barkley is averaging 5.3 assists per game. When you're talking about his scoring and his rebounding, he's averaging 5.3 assists per game, which if he keeps it up would be a career high. And right now it's the 3rd best assist average among forwards in the NBA. Scottie Pippen, Detlef Schrempf ahead of him, but then Barkley is 3rd amongst forwards in assists this year. Barkley the rebound, the fling down court. Suns set up. Kevin Johnson. Phoenix by 15. Barkley. How about that?
How about that move, huh?
You want him to take the three because he's such a bad three-point shooter. But he takes so many that he will make them, and he's made 2 tonight.
He hasn't missed one yet tonight.
2 for 2. Drained that one. You don't expect that. Gilliam lost it. Marley with the nice steal, and Dan Marley finishes it with a jam. Now Phoenix pulls away again. The Sixers had come to within 11, and now it's Phoenix by 20. Weatherspoon, Spoon in the lane. Rebound Chambers, hands it up to Ainge. Chambers takes it inside, draws the foul.
I don't know if you've noticed yet or not, but it's 1 minute and 23 seconds left in the half, and Charles has not sat down yet. You know that guy with the mid toe?
Gilliam checks out. Hornacek back in. Chambers at the line. Phoenix played in Portland last night. Charles Barkley said he hurt his toe, turf toe. The kind of injury here in football players playing on artificial turf. It pops up with basketball players from time to time. Took a painkiller. Said no way was he going to miss this game tonight.
You know what he said to me when he came in? He said, well, I don't think I'm going to be able to play tonight, but I'll do the interview.
He has been looking forward to this for a while. Tom Chambers, meantime, with 7 points, and now 8. Well, this is the Suns' biggest lead of the second quarter, matches their biggest lead of the game. Tim Perry for 3. Suns on an 11-2 run now, and they build on that.
Boy, they hand the ball off very well when they get in traffic or draw a couple defenders to them. They know how to deal.
Weatherspoon with 10 points.
Nice little stutter step move by Clarence. It threw the defense off and also the fans. They thought he had walked, but he just froze the defense with that move.
There's a question here about how much time is remaining in the period. One clock says 54, one says 57. Not a major point, should be 57. Weatherspoon driving.
Yeah, that was a nice move. Froze the defense and went right underneath them.
All right, the clock straightened out. 57 seconds left in the period. Sixers down by 22. And Phoenix has possession. Barkley covered by Tim Perry. Chambers beyond the reach of Ainge, and an over and back violation as Ainge tracks it down.
Charles was trying to make a great play out of that as he was laughing, being leaned on by Tim Perry, and he couldn't make a great play, so he inadvertently threw it away.
Percy gets free. Hawkins rattles it in.
They've had a hard time getting open jumpers like that because this defense is really showing me a lot of class tonight.
Real good backcourt defense, especially. Marley gets in your face. Kevin Johnson can play some defense.
Marley's awesome.
Suns turn it over.
9 seconds, should be able to get something.
Hornacek in the lane, scoops it off the rim and in, and a foul. Personal called against Danny Ainge, and Hornacek will go to the line to try to make this a 3-point play.
Four seconds left. Now this is going to be interesting. Oh, here's the drive. This is pretty nice play. He's overloaded with defenders there. He doesn't have anyone open. Crosses over to his left and takes it right down the lane.
Stay with us at halftime. The usual pearls of wisdom flowing out of the mouth of Charles Barkley. He has some interesting comments. Jack sat down with him before the game, and you will see more of their chat at intermission tonight. Maybe you like Barkley, maybe you don't, but he is one of a kind. You have to agree on that.
He is a very interesting person. He's very easy to like, and for some people, very easy to dislike.
Hornacek completes the 3-point play here. Sixers down by 18 points. Grant with the steal. Time for a shot. No. Only got the shot away, but it was missed. So we are at halftime now with the Sixers down by 17 points. Intermission. The Phoenix Suns 72. The Philadelphia 76ers 55.
About day or overnight programs, call 542-CAMP. That's 542-CAMP.
Set to go third quarter. Suns lead by 17 points. One of the big plays in the first half was Richard Dumas, the exciting Phoenix rookie, suffering an apparent sprained ankle. He's been taken to a hospital for x-rays. It's not clear exactly what the injury is, but he is done for the evening tonight.
Certainly not a highlight play. It's an ugly play. Certainly hope this does not injure him for very long, but he is injured right there, and he's in the hospital right now. I hope it is not anything that will endanger his career.
Tim Perry is one of the major characters in this month's edition of 76ers Insider. The March episode premieres on Prism tonight, right after the game, featuring out-of-the-ordinary stories with Perry, Jim Lynam, and Steve Mix. 76ers Insider right after the game tonight. Now the third quarter. Sixers playing their second game in a 5-game Western trip. 19-34 on the season. And the third quarter is underway. The miss by Hornacek, the rebound popping out of bounds, and Phoenix takes over. Now we have been told that Richard Dumas has been x-rayed. There is a sprain, but no fracture. So an injury, but not a serious one.
Well, that's good news. That could have been worse. It was ugly to see, but just a sprain sounds good. That's good news.
Doug Moe changing his starting lineup here in the third quarter. Manute Bol is out of the door for the Sixers. Tim Perry scores from the right wing. Phoenix at 40-13. Best record in the NBA right now. They have lost 2 games in a row, and 3 of their last 4. They have not lost 3 games in a row all season. Cutting Kevin Johnson to Sabalos. Rebound Tim Perry.
Manute had a little hand in that shot being missed.
Suns played last night at Portland and lost to the Trailblazers 102-97. Sixers' last game was the Monday night loss at Golden State. Loose ball foul against Jeff Hornacek.
Anyone that gets in on Manute on a drive has to be ready to double pump to get the shot off, or be ready to drop it off to a teammate.
Suns take a 20-second timeout, and maybe caught a little bit off guard by Manute Bol's appearance. Paul Westphal mapping out some slight changes in strategy. So a little bit of a break in the action. Ought to be a great time to break for the great taste of Bud Light. A big hit with fans everywhere because it won't fill you up. It never lets you down. Make it a Bud Light. Yeah, Manute Bol did not play at all in the first half, but starts here in period 3.
It seems like you'd want to throw him every once in a while and see how the other team reacts to his being in there, because he has such an influence at this defensive end of the court.
See Greg Grant covering Kevin Johnson. Grant in the starting lineup here in the second half. Johnson finds an opening, dishes off. This is Dan Marley.
Well, when you dish it off and get those results, that's a pretty good play. But that was because of Manute being in there.
3-guard lineup: Greg Grant, Jeff Hornacek, and Hersey Hawkins. Tim Perry's the forward, and Manute Bol's at center. Perry got fouled by Charles Barkley, number 3 on Charles.
Perry could give him problems down in low if they can get the ball to him. Charles is pretty good at stealing the ball. He plays very intelligently on defense.
Manute with the fling 3, got it! Ho-ho!
See if the crowd calls for that shot anymore.
How about it? Did not hesitate either. He lined that up and pulled the trigger. Sabalos lost it.
Great defense by Greg Grant.
And Grant on the offensive end finishes it up.
And a great shot. If you see him, he dribbled right in front of Johnson and then went for his layup. It knocked him off defensively.
Sixers hang close, down to within 13 again.
Look at this matchup here, Hersey Hawkins.
Chambers, covered by Hersey Hawkins. Kick it out to Barkley, 5 on the shot clock. Sabalos. Sixers have it back down by 13. Hornacek scooped it, no. Rebound taken off by the Suns, Dan Marley. Dan Marley and Kevin Johnson at guard. Up front, Tom Chambers, Cedric Ceballos, and Charles Barkley. The Suns turned it over.
Sixers are really on top of the game right now. They have hands going everywhere. Now there's a great play. The last time down, Hornacek drove the lane. He wanted to kick it out to Curry, but a defender popped in front of him. He had to throw an off-balance shot.
Greg Grant's got 10 points tonight.
There's a good matchup down low. See that? Charles Barkley, he's the best in the low post I've ever seen. He just half beat Tim Curry. Then they both started up. So Charles, oh, here it is here now. Watch Charles just jump into him. Boom. Then after he makes contact with the defender, knocks him out of the way, then he concentrates on making the shot, which he usually does. He's the best at that as I've ever seen.
Danny Ainge comes in, Cedric Ceballos goes out. And Barkley at the line for one free throw. That's 28 points for Charles. Doug Moe up off the bench. Greg Grant down court for the Sixers. They're down by 14. Manute with another. Oh, my.
Do it, Manute.
How about it?
Nothing but net either time. Look at him laughing at him and Chambers. They're giving each other 5.
He can't believe it either. 78-67. Tom Chambers on the left wing. That is the first time, certainly as a Sixer, that Manute has made 2 threes in a game. I don't know if he ever did it with Golden State or Washington. Whistle here and a foul against the 76ers. But 2 threes in the same game, in the same quarter for Manute Bol.
That was a tough call. That's a shame. That was very good double team defense. And the offensive player drew there's Manute. Watch out! Net, baby, net.
Play resumes. Barkley elbowing Greg Grant and an offensive foul on Barkley. And they're going to change this.
Yeah,
they're going to call us against the Sixers.
And I think Doug's going to get a technical here.
Oh, wow. And Barkley just ripped into Greg Grant with an elbow. One against the 76ers.
Impossible. We might be able to catch this play again. That was a bad non-call. It results in a technical, and it hurts when you miss a call and then get hit with a technical because of a mistake.
Chambers at the line gets the foul shot.
Doug should be upset, which he is. Got to keep it under control now, but he certainly deserved to be upset on that one.
All right, the Suns go into Barkley again. Phoenix by 12. Chambers. Danny Ainge is going to try a 3. A rebound out of bounds.
Sixers defense right now is really moving and doing a good job. Double teaming, recovering, forcing 3-pointers.
Danny Ainge, by the way, is 0 for 5. Has 0 points. Percy Hawkins around Ainge. Under the hoop, the reverse is good.
He is so smart driving to the basket. He knows how to use the basket, how to use the defensive players to get points.
This is the closest the Sixers have been since the first quarter. Kevin Johnson with 2 back for the Suns.
That was a mistake. He almost lost the ball picking it up.
Grant to a cutting Hornacek. Through the lane for the layup.
They have to run fast to keep up with Greg. He's got the Sixers really moving now. If they stay with him, they're going to stay in the game. Until he wears out.
Yeah.
The old water bug.
Barkley against Tim Curry. Ainge. Johnson. Kevin Johnson.
See that? They're doing a good job forcing shots like that.
Ainge has still not made one.
Chambers. Rebound. Sixers rebound.
Marley. Ainge is 0 for 6.
Look at this matchup. Barkley and Hornacek.
Chambers not covered by anyone for a moment. Grant knocks it away. Chambers gets it back, and Johnson comes in. Grant. Phoenix comes the other way. Hornacek fouling Kevin Johnson. Mandatory timeout here. 6:35 left in the third quarter. Phoenix 83, Philadelphia 71.
The channel with the most Sixers games on TV.
John Juravich, Jack McKinney in Phoenix. 6:35 left in the third quarter. Suns by 12. Time now for Prisms around the world with Travel One contest. Call 1-800-800-1686 right now. And if you're the 6th caller, you'll win a pair of 76ers tickets and you'll become eligible for a trip to London, Hong Kong, Sydney, Rio, or Hawaii, courtesy of Prism and Travel One. Call now. All right, Jeff Hornacek getting a little bit upset with the officiating here.
Yeah, here's Jeff's drive to the hoop. No problem, but, you know, I think he's shown a little frustration here to the officials about them not calling anything for the Sixers. Now, he's not complaining about that. That was a play. He's just telling them in general, stop helping them out. We're not asking for a break. Just call it fair both ways.
The one on which Doug Moe got a technical was a Barkley play in the post with Grant doubling down when it appeared that a Barkley elbow socked Greg Grant right in the chest and cleared him right out.
Which Charles has been known to do before. I've seen him do that, just clear a guy out, and he gets away with it every once in a while.
Kevin Johnson fouled right before the timeout by Jeff Hornacek. Johnson at the line now for 2 shots. Oh, you were talking about offensive rebounds before.
There's a statistic, John, that's not too healthy. Phoenix 16, Philadelphia 4 offensive rebounds.
In offensive rebounds. Here's Manute, who made 2 threes earlier, and this is this one with the air ball. All right, 85-71. The Suns lead by 14. 6:15 left in the third quarter. Phoenix has possession. Dan Marley up beyond the left of the circle. They go to Barkley. Clear out the post. Barkley against Perry. 3 on the shot clock. Ames has to hurry. Gets it away just in time and gets his first field goal of the game.
Boy, that really just beat the clock on that one.
Sixers had moved as close as 10, so now the Suns with 6 points in a row to lead by 16. Tim Perry on the right baseline scores. 8 points for Perry. Barkley, 30 points. They saw Manute, he hesitated for a moment.
Yep, and then he lofted it up there in a shot that would get over Manute.
Now, see?
Hey, the guy can make 3 out of 4. He should shoot them all night.
3 threes in the third quarter for Manute Bol. The Sixers have found an offensive weapon. 89-76.
Next, we're going to look for Greg Grant posting up and slamming.
Marley for 3. Tim Perry with the follow.
That was a pass, I think, to Perry.
I mean, is Manute feeling his oats or what? Tom Chambers. Jeff Hornacek. Sixers could get the lead inside the double-figure mark. Hornacek not checked by anyone.
And he took a nice layup to get away from Charles Barkley there. Jumped in and then spun it up on the right side.
The deficit is less than 10.
Doing all right.
Right now, 800 Success, the corporate card to your success.
4:23 left in the third quarter. The Suns 89, the 76ers 80. Be at the Spectrum for all the excitement on Wednesday, March 10th, when the NBA favorites and Atlantic Division rivals, your favorites, the Boston Celtics, hit the Spectrum floor. Catch Reggie Lewis and Robert Parrish. Sixers-Celtics battle not to be missed. 336-2000. Call today for your tickets. Well, who else? Tonight's AT&T Long Distance Award goes to Manute for making 3 shots from so far away. They're from a different area code.
He launches 3 ballistics. 3 out of 5. Keep shooting, Bol.
All season long, Manute Bol had 1 3-point field goal made. And in his 3 years with the Sixers, he had made a total of 2. He's got 3 in the third quarter.
Oh, I thought he had more than that.
He had one 2 years ago, and he had one this year. Jeff Hornacek commits the personal foul, his fourth. Sixers over the limit. And so Dan Marley, who got fouled, will go to the line. Ooh. This game is taking on kind of a strange quality to it.
That was a weird call out of necessity. He had to call. They just bumped each other.
Well, never mind that, but Manute making 3 threes. Dan Marley gets the first.
I'm telling you, I'm waiting for Greg Grant to go post up somebody.
You may see that yet. Hornacek checks out. Ron Anderson comes in. Well, Manute at both ends has helped turn things around here. Marley gets a couple of free throws. Phoenix back into a double-digit lead at 11 points. Sixers have been behind by as much as 24. Came as close as 9. Now they're down by 11. Greg Grant's had a big game tonight. Missed that one. A rebound taken off by Frank Johnson, who's just come in. Chambers. Perry out on Barkley. Good pass to the baseline. Johnson too far down low. Chambers cutting Barkley. Too hard on the layup. Ron Anderson the other way. Barkley does not get back on defense. Sixers have an opportunity. Hawkins on a 3, missed it. And the Suns have the ball back.
Surely knows how to get position, Charles Barkley.
Good ball move by the Suns. A miss by Johnson. Barkley with a loose ball foul, and they called him on a foul here.
Tim Curry started to go up.
Technical foul on Barkley. Technical on Charles Barkley.
Started to go up with a rebound and just shot forward. Courtesy of a little straight arm by Charles Barkley.
We are seeing a little bit of everything tonight. Barkley's got 4 personals, and now the technical foul. Veteran referee Paul Mahalik giving the explanation.
Look at Greg Grant. He's going to straighten it out for them all.
Hersey Hawkins at the line to shoot one on the tee, and he drains it. Now off of the personal, a non-shooting foul, so the Sixers inbound. Backcourt on the right. Ron Anderson is one forward for the Sixers. Tim Perry is the other. Manute Bol at center, and the guards are Hersey Hawkins and Greg Grant. He's made 3, so anything can happen.
That's enough. 3 for 6 is enough. I think Doug should tell him now.
Chambers lost it. Hawkins saved it onto the hands of Manute Bol. Back to Hersey Hawkins. Sixers on the go.
Great play by the 2 of them.
Hawkins goes down the lane and scores.
Super play. Hersey Hawkins end to end.
It's an 8-point game.
Save. Get it back. Get down the court. Great driving layup.
It is David versus Goliath tonight, and David is closing the gap. Marley out beyond the head of the circle. Ames. They want Barkley. He's well covered by Perry. Marley, traveling violation.
Good jump switch by Tim Perry. Marley thought he had it open. All of a sudden, there's a defender, and he couldn't handle it.
Sixers could move to within 6. 2:15 left in the third quarter. Well, Manute's posted up down there. Here's the big hook. Ron Anderson on the offensive glass. He got fouled. Marley bumping him hard.
Doug's got to get the word to Manute. I think he's feeling his hooks a little too much.
And no good. All right, Sixers inbound off the foul. We crossed the 2-minute mark in the third quarter. Hawkins spinning and dishing. Ron Anderson, right corner, off the rim. Rebound Barkley on the weak side. The Suns 91, the Sixers 83. Barkley nearly turned it over as Greg Grant stepped in front.
Greg Grant, well, you just can't shake him. You cannot get rid of him. He's always in your way. Weatherspoon in for Perry.
Suns inbound, side court right. Barkley has not had a rest all game. He's been in all the way. Chambers on the assist from Charles. Grant and Hawkins on the back line. Bol up front with Anderson and Weatherspoon. Timeout, Philadelphia. Sixers were setting up. Doug Moe was yelling time. Ron Anderson heard him. Stop the clock. 1:24 left in the third. Sixers were down by as many as 24. They trailed by 17 at halftime. Jackets 93-83. They were back to within 10.
Yeah, he called it time to set something up, get a basket right here, see if he can bring them down. Try and figure out what he had. Well, Hersey is in, can shoot from the outside, or Anderson.
Key factors in turning things around?
Well, no, just what they're going to do now. They usually run either a single double low for a guard pop out, or that lob pass to Clarence Weatherspoon on a post up. I just want to see what he'll do. I think that's why he wanted. They were not running very good offense with any fluid motion, so I think he would just want to get him doing something that everyone knows they're going to do.
Tomorrow night at 10, David Bowie is a New York bartender looking for a green card, and Rosanna Arquette is a waitress who may have the solution to his problem in the premiere of the comedy caper The Linguini Incident. It's a star-studded romp through New York's high society. Tomorrow night on Prism, the only place to be during All-Star March.
The Linguini Incident?
The Manute Bol Incident. Three three-pointers by Newt. Speaking of linguini, it's kind of shaped like linguini. 3 three-pointers here in the third quarter for the Sixers. And I think Manute and Greg Grant, two unlikely heroes, if you will, have helped turn things around.
Definitely. They are the reason that this game has turned all of a sudden, or slowly, not all of a sudden, slowly into a game. 10 points when we were looking at 23 with the possibility of being blown out more than that. 10 points, that's easy to cut down.
Mark West has checked in.
Let's see what the Sixers run here now.
West has replaced Charles Barkley, so for the first time tonight, Barkley is out and is taking a rest for the Suns. Don't forget, Phoenix played last night and had a long flight late last night from Portland. Nearly turned it over. And now Dan Marley did get the steal. Frank Johnson against Manute, airballed it. Sixers come the other way. Just over a minute left in period 3. Hersey Hawkins bump, no foul, air ball. West the other way. 3-on-2 here. Marley. Danny Ainge. Frank Johnson steps up. Well, whatever they wanted to run off the timeout was thwarted by Dan Marley.
It certainly was. And then Johnson made up for his prior miss. Drilled a good jumper.
Weatherspoon fouled in the post by Tom Chambers. Second personal on Chambers.
Just leaning on Chambers was just leaning on him a little too much.
Four three-pointers in this quarter for him.
Oh, I thought you were giving him 4 shots for that one, or 4 points for that one.
What is going on out there? This is wild.
Look at him, traffic up. He's leading direction. He's doing it all right now.
Rebound, Mark West.
That's where they're hurting.
15 seconds left in the period. It has been the Manute Bol period, the period of a lifetime for Newt. Marley gets doubled. West is open. And that's a good play by the Sixers. West is a notoriously poor free throw shooter.
Well, you know, when you double team, you usually do not expect Manute to be one of the 2 guys doubling up, which he did. Did not leave too much under the basket then. West was going against Clarence Weatherspoon, where he had a decided height advantage, and it was easy for him to get that layup off.
Well, they call the foul on Grant. It was Spoon and Grant. And the Sixers would rather have seen Spoon get the foul because Weatherspoon's got only 1, but Grant now has 4.
Ooh, that was a terrible looking shot.
Jeff Hornacek back in. Cedric Ceballos back in, and Manute steps off.
Let's see, look at this. 2 small forwards and 3 guards in for the 76ers now. Ron Anderson is your big guy.
West gets 1 for 2. Less than 5 seconds remaining in the quarter.
Oh, that was for the 5 seconds. See if they can get a quick shot.
Long pass to Weatherspoon. Knocked away. Suns have it with 3. And then the Sixers get it back. No shot. This would not count even if it went. And we are 3 complete, and the Sixers made some major inroads. It's a 10-point game heading for the 4th quarter. The Suns 96. The 76ers 86.
Alas, parting, it pays to discover.
John Gurevich, Jack McKinney, America West Arena, the new building in Phoenix, Arizona, set to go 4th quarter. Suns lead by 10. Let's go back to a play in the 4th quarter. The Sixers were down 91-81.
This is the Manute to Hersey play. Manute to Hersey to Manute to Hersey. And take it all the way, Hersey. Don't look at anyone else. Just give a little fake and go. That's the way to listen. Good shot.
Coming into the game tonight, Dan Marley with 109 three-pointers this year. Danny Ainge with 114 three-pointers. Manute Bol with 1. Who's got the most threes tonight?
Manute
with 4.
Manute's giving Barkley hit a little rub down out there.
You'll see Manute come into the picture with Barkley as play resumes. Bol just back in. Kevin Johnson in for the Suns. And this is Danny Ainge. The 4th quarter underway. Barkley has returned after a brief rest. Suns working around. Marley.
Boy, it's nice to have somebody standing out in the 3-point area to be able to kick it out to when you can't get anything going. And you know he's going to drill 2 out of 3. Or, what's that, 5 out of 7?
I don't believe it.
These are the people here.
I don't believe it.
Look, Doug's been working on that play for a long time, and now it's coming to fruition.
5 3-pointers for Manute Bol. Kevin Johnson now rattles it in.
All those 3-pointers, and they're not denting into that 12-point lead enough.
Sixers go to Spoon. Weatherspoon.
Blocked by Lang, Lang. West.
Suns with the ball. Phoenix leads by a dozen. Kevin Johnson, Danny Ainge in the backcourt. Mark West at center. Dan Marley playing a forward spot with Charles Barkley. Johnson to West, traveling by.
Again, that was Manute, the presence of Manute. Pick and roll. They switched. Manute was there. Johnson couldn't get the shot off. And he made a bad pass simply because Manute scared him out of the play. He is such a presence on defense.
Granton Hornacek at guard for the Sixers. Bol at center. Weatherspoon and Anderson at forward. Now they're saying Manute traveled.
Yeah, he did.
Manute disagrees.
Not too often that happens, huh?
Early 4th quarter.
Barkley's laughing up a storm at Manute now.
Kevin Johnson stepping up for the baseline jumper. Spoon airing high for the rebound. 22nd on the front court. The pull-up, long-range jumper. Off the rim. Rebound, Ron Anderson. Follow. No foul call. West is now fouled by Ron Anderson. Second personal on Anderson. Sixer team foul number 1 this quarter. I'll tell you what, Jack, I'm not sure what's going to happen down the stretch here, but this is not a game any of us will soon forget. You got it.
Another rebound by Greg Graham.
Look at this. Rebound, Ron Anderson. Now Jeff Hornacek, a left wing jumper. Hornacek nets it back. Sixers keep it alive. Spoon steps up, goes to Anderson. Now Grant. 3-point shot, right Grant. Johnson knocked down Jeff Hornacek.
Yeah.
Well, they knocked down each other. And they're going to say a foul.
No, Hornacek knocked him down from behind. He tried to do it. He just fell himself. Fell onto Johnson. Here's the play here. He just fell into it and caused Johnson to lose the ball and fall himself. So that's definitely a foul.
That's 5 personals on Jeff.
Yeah. He's a frustrated young man right now sitting there on that bench. His play, his team, and his 5th foul.
He is replaced by Hersey Hawkins. All right, Barkley in the post. Kevin Johnson. They've got a lot of weapons.
That's very well put. They do have that 3-point, 2-point, anywhere. They have somebody that can put it home.
We crossed the 9-minute mark. Last touch by Phoenix.
Look at a great feed by Greg if it was not knocked away from Hersey.
Sixers inbound, front court baseline. Grant circles behind Manute. Spoon the jump shot
To beat the clock.
Manute the rebound, the pass to Ron Anderson, the layup. No!
Bounce down.
Oh. There's a... Boy, Sixers staging a comeback. Ron Anderson had 2 opportunities inside and did not get the break. 8:28 left in the fourth quarter. 76ers down. 105-89.
Something to drink, sir?
Yeah, make it a Bud Light.
Pizza. 1 large, $6.99, or 2 for $10.99.
8:28 left in the fourth period. Phoenix 105, Philadelphia 89. Cancel the babysitter for Saturday, March 13th. That is family night at the Sixers. For $50, you get all this, a package of 4 $15 tickets, 4 hot dogs, 4 sodas, and if you take advantage of the offer before Friday, you'll get free parking too. It's a $25 savings. It is a terrific way to enjoy a family weekend. Bring the kids, see the Sixers play the Denver Nuggets. Don't forget the food's included. Call 339-7676 for more information today. All right, Ron Anderson missing a layup, and Phoenix Suns guard Danny Ainge making the layup.
John, one thing that I've noticed has not happened, and that has been the appearance of Johnny Dawkins. It's not a negative thing. It's a simple fact that Greg Grant's playing an awful lot of minutes and playing awfully well. This is the best game I've ever seen him play.
Sixers nearly lose it. Ron Anderson, the baseline jumper. Rebound, Mark West. Sixers have shot 1 for 10 from the field this quarter. And so, after coming back to 10, they trail by 16 now. Ainge on a 3. Barkley the rebound. Behind the back to West.
That was a very, very nice pass. It was hard. It was right to his offensive teammate.
And a little showmanship on top of it.
Well, I don't know if he didn't go for the showmanship. He was going for the fact that that was the best way to make the pass.
Weatherspoon on the left baseline. See, now the Sixers cannot get the ball to drop. Barkley on the dish off. Give Charles an assist on that.
Everything is happening right for the Suns right now.
And they have ballooned their lead to 20. Sixers had come back to within 10. Now it's... Oh. He's got 6 threes this quarter, this half.
John, stop asking me to explain this, will you?
Yeah, he's got 18 points. It's the first time he's ever scored in double figures in a regular season game for the Sixers.
Well,
he never even scored 10 before. Barkley with 32.
Well, what a typical, oh my, a typical Barkley move. He cleared out.
We have a technical foul called on Doug Moe, and that's the second technical on Doug Moe.
The reason why is because they missed the foul on Barkley again. Barkley just cleared Clarence Weatherspoon out with his left hand and laid it up with his right hand. You know what? Doug reacted, and he reacted because what he saw was right in front of the 3 officials. It was definitely a clear out, and he gets called for a second technical.
They're saying that's the first technical on Doug Moe. There had been one called on him earlier, but that got changed. They had changed it to Greg Grant. Remember the play where Barkley?
Yes.
And that turned out to be a change, and Greg Grant was called on the earlier technical, so that is the first on Doug Moe, so he has not been ejected. All right, Hersey Hawkins with 2 back to the Sixers, and it's 112-94. So we've had Grant, Moe, and Barkley on technical fouls. Traveling violation as Barkley took the extra step.
Even on that play, he spun to his right, the ball in his left, and then cleared out with his right hand. He just does it so well. You know, it's very common for Charles.
Weatherspoon steps up. Barkley does not come out to guard him, and Spoon scores easily. 112 to 96, coming up on the 6-minute mark.
Back in. Now we're going to try Tim Curry on him.
Mark West got fouled.
You know, that's a mistake, I think, having Manute going over to double team on him, because he leaves West alone, and Greg Grant has to run back and try and defend against West.
Greg Grant got the foul, and that's 5 on Grant. Suns go to Barkley. Jackson kicks it out. And the Suns turned it over.
Now that was much better. They had the guard, Greg, get down after him. They were able to play better defense.
5:40 left in the fourth quarter. Suns 112, Sixers 96. Grant lost it on the block shot. And now the Sixers will inbound front court baseline. Manute Bol with 18 points.
Oh, he's about got knocked down on that one. He said his screen and you didn't realize it.
Jeff Hornacek is back into the Sixers lineup. Clarence Weatherspoon checks out. Manute has 6 threes so far. You keep thinking, you know, lose that. You know, stop shooting. He keeps making it.
And then when he makes one, you say shoot it.
Manute has taken 11 three-point shots and made 6.
Hornacek is leaving this game.
Loose ball foul on Jeff Hornacek. That is personal foul number 6 on Jeff Hornacek, and he has fouled out in his return to Phoenix. Listen to this ovation. That's not for anything special tonight. That's for 6 special years as a member of the Phoenix Suns.
How about that? You'll always be a Phoenix Sun. That's a great banner. Placard, whatever it was.
All right, now play resumes. The Sixers are down 112 to 96. Mark West. This is Marley. Barkley with a tough rebound inside, and the follow, no good. And then Perry dribbled it off his own leg. Phoenix will inbound. Charles Barkley had 18 points in the first quarter, and a total of 14 since then. So he's got 32 on the evening. Charles puts it on the floor against Tim Perry. Hawkins Spoon doubles down. Back into Barkley. Good bounce pass to Frank Johnson.
Barkley has a few assists tonight.
About 9. 9 assists for Charles.
He was calling for the ball in the three-point range.
Percy Hawkins gets fouled on the way. Foul on Frank Johnson is his first. To look at Mark West. Frank Johnson committed the foul. And Percy Hawkins is on the line. .435 left in the fourth quarter. Suns 114, Sixers 96.
Well, the outcome is pretty well determined right now, but it has been a weird kind of game, hasn't it? I think the electricity that was in the air when it started is still there in a different way.
Started out as AC, and now it's wound up as DC. Paul Westphal, coach of the Suns. Percy Hawkins gets 2 free throws. He's got 15 points. 114 to 98. The 18 points that Manute Bol has scored. That's the big slam dunk by Barkley. The 18 points that Manute Bol has scored matches his career high. He had 18 with the Washington Bullets a few years ago.
He did. Was that on three-pointers?
I don't think so. He didn't start flinging the threes till he got to Golden State and he hooked up with Don Nelson.
Right.
And then Jim Lynam, by and large, got it out of the system. It's come back tonight.
Can we then say that's a good move into traffic? And as I say, he usually does. He gets it into traffic, a couple defenders, and draws a foul. He knows how to do that better than anyone I've seen. Can we say then that we hold Nelly responsible for showing Manute how to shoot the J? And the technique is good. Nelly's done a good job. That's it.
Percy gets a pair of free throws.
Frank a little bit of trouble.
Frank Johnson dribbles up into the front court for the Suns.
Here we come back to Charles. Going to create something, that's all.
Oh, yeah, the shot clock. Ames with the three. On Anderson.
And isn't it a nice situation for the Suns to lose an all-star guard and get one back the next year? Not get one back, and get one that was there in hiding. Meaning, well, lost Jeff Hornacek. Did you say Merrily was on this year?
Yes, absolutely. Barkley with 36 points.
Well, last year he would have been a sub to Hornacek, I would assume.
No, he was on the All-Star team last year. Manute.
He'll try one more.
Yeah, Marley was on the, kind of squeezed onto the All-Star team last year and made it again this year, but he has really developed into an outstanding player. West.
He is. He's a fine player.
Another thing about the 6 threes by Manute, memory, I'm just going off memory here, but I think that ties the Sixers single game record, which, if I'm remembering right, was set by Charles Barkley in Miami about 3 years ago. Miami's first year in the league, Barkley got 6 threes in one. Barkley has 6 threes.
Made 6 threes.
Yes, yes. And I think that is the Sixers record. All right, we have a mandatory timeout. Manute with 6 threes tonight, but the Sixers down by 18 points. 2.5 left in the game.
Some unknown Geo dealers.
John Gurevich, Jack McKinney in Phoenix, Arizona. 2:36 left in the fourth quarter. A wacky game. Suns lead at 120 to 102. All right, Dave Jackson with a big night tonight. Dave from Winona is the winner in tonight's Around the World with Travel One contest.
That New Jerseyites really know how to get in that game, don't they? They've won the last 10, it seems.
They're dominating. Tune into the next Sixers game on Prism for your chance to win tickets and to be entered in the grand prize drawing. Well, the March edition of 76ers Insider is ready to go. This month's theme is Back to School, and you'll see stories featuring Tim Perry, Jim Lynam, and Steve Mix. It's on right after the game tonight, right here on Prism. Play resumes now. Suns lead 120 to 102. Percy Hawkins got fouled right before the timeout.
There's immediate information offered by the Phoenix Suns regarding Manute Bol, which we already knew, which you had stated. Manute Bol's 18 points ties his career high. 18 versus Milwaukee when he was with Washington.
And the first time in a regular season game he has even reached double figures in scoring with the Sixers. He's also got 6 threes tonight.
That's amazing.
Which we believe ties the Sixers record for most threes in one game by one player. All right, foul by Weatherspoon. He cranked up enough, but yeah, I think if our count is right, 12.
Yes, for 12. It's still not bad.
Cedric Ceballos at the line for 2 free throws.
You know, it's pretty good when you look at it this way. He's taken 12 shots and has 18 points. It's a good way to look at it.
Gotta love it.
Well, the fans here certainly did.
You know what? We might have turned on a faucet that is not soon to be turned off. Yes, Manute has taken 13 shots from the floor tonight. 12 of his 13 attempts have been three-point attempts.
And the fans wanting to take another one.
Ron Anderson.
Ron does instead and drills a three-pointer.
Ron Anderson with 10 points. 2 minutes left. Ceballos. Weatherspoon got the block. Loose ball tracked down by Spoon. Cutting Hersey Hawkins. Down to 1:42. The Sixers make inroads again, but now the clock is working against them.
Yeah, they might cut it down some more and make it look close and like a decent game, which it really was not. Oh, I take that back. There were times when the Sixers put on good runs and got it down to 8 at one time. 9. That's a good game.
Foul called on the Suns, and the Phoenix fans have booed this one.
Yeah. Even Tim Perry laughed at that one.
Well, Paul Westphal feels the game is in the bag. He goes to the bottom of his bench now and inserts Tim Kempton and Miguel Knight, two players who have not been in so far.
Tim Kempton has played very, very little this season.
Tim Perry on a 3. 10-point difference. A lot of threes tonight. Kempton. Mustaf, who's in for the first time. Gerard Mustaf, ex-New York Knick. 1 minute left. To make it 3 here, it's a 7-point game, folks. Paul Westphal, 7-point game, but less than a minute left.
But they'll get the ball. Well, they'll get the ball twice. The Sixers will have it twice. They make 2 3-pointers. It's still on the wrong end of the score.
Mustaf got fouled. He'll go to the line. Well, we've talked a lot about Manute Bol with the 3-point shots. As a team, the Sixers have 13 threes. We'll have to look this one up. But, well, yeah, of course it's a record, because remember we were just saying in the Atlanta game the other night, the all-time NBA record for most threes by a team is 16.
Yeah, we looked that up.
So 13 obviously is a Sixers team record.
I would certainly think so.
And 16 by Sacramento a couple of seasons ago is the only time that a team has made more than 13 threes.
Right, it was 16 and then maybe 3 teams were tied for 13.
Yeah, Sacramento, Atlanta against the Sixers, and now the Sixers against Phoenix. We're just full of information here. Timeout.
You amaze me, John.
Timeout, Sixers. 39 seconds left. We'll take a break. It's the Suns by 8.
Have you ever stopped to wonder what about day or overnight programs? Call 542-CAMP. That's 542-CAMP.
39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Thanks for staying up and watching. It's getting interesting again. Phoenix 123, Sixers 115, and I wouldn't turn it off and go to sleep just yet.
No, Manute might have another chance at a 3-pointer. What do we have? 39 seconds? He could get 2 of them in that time. See the 76ers leading score? 18. Hersey has 23. So you have 15. 14 for Weatherspoon. 13 for Perry. Spread out pretty evenly.
Club record tying 6 threes for Manute Bol tonight. His career high matching 18 points. And the Sixers setting their own team record with 13 threes as a club. Now, as you were looking at Manute Bol, Clarence Weatherspoon was trying to inbound, and neither Manute nor anyone else was open, and the Sixers took a 20-second timeout, which is why they're walking off here.
What they did, they set up a play in bounds, but they forgot to get it in before they started the play. Everyone ran somewhere, and I think they forgot the man that was to receive forgot to pop out.
Paul Westphal spent 3 years as a head coach at a couple of the small colleges out here. As we look at Joe Prosky, the longtime Suns trainer. But then Westphal became a Suns assistant coach from 1988 through 1992, and then replaced Cotton Fitzsimmons as the head coach. Joe Prosky's been the Suns trainer for as long as there have been a Phoenix Suns.
Yeah, we have said there are 2 guys, Al McCoy and Joe Prosky. who have been with the Suns since they started in Phoenix, and Jerry Colangelo.
Al McCoy is the longtime voice broadcaster for the Phoenix Suns. One of the big names in our industry. All right, 30 seconds left, and now the Suns will wind down the final seconds. Phoenix leads by 8. Sixers made a couple of runs at the Suns. Phoenix had the early lead. Sixers made a couple of runs, but every time they did, Phoenix was able to pull away.
Crowd wants Manute to shoot from there.
I see now Kempton's right up on it. And we'll have a dunk here at the end. Well, if nothing else, a very, very interesting night in Phoenix, Arizona. 76ers Insider is coming up. Stay tuned to Prism. Final score, Suns 125, Sixers 115.